Hi everyone, it's Vlad from Vortex Game Studios. I'm going to do a quick introduction of Bolt Pixel Engine, which we are releasing today, the same day we are uploading this video. Just going a bit through the philosophy and the structure of Bolt Pixel Engine, okay? Pay no attention to this class, it's just a document class of the FLA we've been using to test the engine, okay? Regarding the philosophy of Bolt Pixel Engine, because of the way we work, and I hope this is okay with you because all the code is around this, we don't like to have access to methods and variables which are internal to classes. We don't do it because of the whole OOP security thing. We do it because of the way we like to work and the way we like to code. We think less is more, and the whole engine is structured in a way that we only have access to the things we need. I'm going to give you a quick example. This is the entity class. Basically, it's like the movie clip of the Bleed engine. And you will notice that we've got public variables here, okay, regarding position, visibility, and then we have these two objects. These two objects are internal classes of the Bolt Pixel engine that can only be instantiated by the entity, okay? What this means is that all the functions you'll notice that are internal. This means that when you create an entity, and I'm going just to do a neat trick here. Just to show you what I mean. When you see entity, when you are working with an entity, you only see the animation, texture, visibility, and position. And if you want to access the animation, you'll only see what's relevant in the animation. For instance, if you want to set the frame rate, or if you want to loop something, or play it, or stop it. Okay, so it's very minimalistic in a way. Okay, this was just to give you an idea of the philosophy behind it. Another thing is, you only have to instantiate things that need objects, which means that most of the classes in the Bolt Pixel engine provide static methods, static variables, and static constants. Most of them. There are a lot of exceptions, obviously. For instance, entities, you need always more than one entity, but you don't need more than one input class to know what your keyboard is doing. So everything inside the toolkit, for instance, are classes that only provide static methods, and only provide the static methods you need. All the others are internal, so you don't access them, okay? This makes the whole thing very minimalistical, and the way we work with it very, very easy, okay? Let me go through the structure now. Algorithms is where we are going to put all the algorithms we use. This is a A-star pathfinding algorithm for tile maps, and these are just a couple of collision methods we use, in this case for circular collision, which is the collision we use the most. The Blit is the Blit engine. I'll give a lot of attention to it later on, okay? Data holds constants and variables, mostly constants, to things we need to access all the time, but that we want to have in a particular place. I spoke about the state class in our blog. It sums it up pretty nicely. What this means, for instance, if you have tokens, if you have something, a game object, you don't have to put these states inside the game object, because you can access them directly here. This means that, again, you don't have a lot of information showing inside each of your objects and classes, okay? This is what data is all about. The math class has got classes with static methods for geometry and getting random values. It will grow absolutely in the future. Structures are classes that will instantiate objects. For instance, a clock if you want to control the time of your level. Circle and cell. Circle is pretty obvious. A cell is basically a point with int values. Okay, this is useful for tile maps. And a 2D array. Okay. The toolkit, along with the blit, are the two most significant packages inside Bolt Pixel Engine. The toolkit provides, like I said, classes with static methods only. Each one of them has a specific objective to work with. For instance, input deals with keyboard events, so you don't have to set up and remove event listeners. You can do it all with input. Local data is for shared objects. The loop class is one of my favorites. It takes care of the game loop. You can use it to register functions you want to use in the game loop and get frame rate profiler and so on. The manager, we are going to deal with it in a bit. Music and sound handle exactly that, music and sound effects, very, very easily, so you don't have to put up library sounds all the time. Screws and nuts is a class that has got methods that we use all the time, like knowing what the domain name, opening a URL, and so on. And the scene, it's very specific to the way we work. Takes care of guaranteeing we only have one scene and one dialog box. If we open a new dialog box, the last one will disappear. If we open a new scene, the old scene and any dialog box that is open will also disappear. So it's just to make some movie clip handling more automatic. About the manager class will hopefully have a lot more information in the future, but right now what it does is to guarantee that all the things that all the classes inside input need are accessible. Whenever you are going to use toolkit, any class in the toolkit, instead of configuring each of the classes, you only have to do this. Manager startup toolkit. As you can see, it's minimal. You only have one method here. So startup toolkit, and you only have to pass the main movie clip. It can be your document class. It can be a movie clip that will hold all the game. From the moment you do this, you can use input. You can use scene management. You can use loop, the loop manager. This is a bit of a convention over configuration. I don't want to configure every single class. I want to have as many automatisms as possible. So the toolkit, the manager inside the toolkit guarantees with this method that all the toolkit is ready to go. Okay. I hope this was a nice introduction to the structure and philosophy of Bolt Pixel Engine. I hope you use it and that it's useful for you. We will continue to expand it as we need to expand it. We are not going to include functionalities in it that we don't need for our games. So every time we have something more that was useful for us and that made the engine grow, we are going to publish it and show it. I will try to put a tutorial video with parts of the engine, especially the blit and the toolkit every couple of days. Okay, have fun. Bye bye. See you later.